Today I'm sharing with you a little craft kit that I picked up, I believe, last summer. I've had it for many months and just waiting for the time of the year to come in order to do it. And what it is, it's a Robert Stanley Craft Collections kit, and just by the looks of it, it appears to be from Hobby Lobby. More than likely, this with a 40% coupon, you could have easily got this for $8 or $9. It's from 2012, and what I loved about it is that it was so different. You know, I've got lots of eggs and rabbits and things to sit around, but I just loved the look of these little standing Easter eggs, and where you could just put this really anywhere to give a little touch of Easter around the house and just something different. And plus, it was simple enough that even if you didn't have this kit, this could easily be recreated. I've seen this kind of craft done, made with pumpkins and apples and things like that. So all you need is the measurements of these strips of cardstock. Now this kit actually comes with the little candlesticks and the mesh ribbon and everything that's needed in it. Let me flip it over here and show you. Now I really think that you could use the little crystal candlesticks that they sell at the Dollar Tree. Would look just as cute with these eggs sitting on top. They even sell the mesh ribbon there. And they sell little Easter tags and things like that. Just strips of cardstock that's folded and glued. What I'm going to do is this is kind of a small, medium, and large egg. I will put all the measurements below of what you need to create this. So for example, this egg right here is 5 strips of cardstock. It's just folded accordion style, glued at the ends, and it makes these discs. And depending on the length of your cardstock is how big the discs are. You know, the longer the strip, the bigger the discs are. Like for example, this one takes 8 strips. And so probably the top and the bottom are the same length, and the second ones are probably the same length. They get a little bigger, you know, to form that center to make it look kind of eggy, is a lack of a better word. I just thought this was so cute, something super simple and easy to recreate. And what I'm going to do is take this package apart and show you exactly what's in the kit. Now I do think that if you had a circle punch, or you could borrow a circle punch, would definitely be useful, because I think in between each layer there is going to be a circle of cardstock to keep it stable. Get this kit taken apart and I'll show you exactly what's in it. Got the kit open and all laid out, so I'm going to show you that this is for the small egg, this is for the medium egg, and then this is for the large egg. Now I will tell you that that the strips I've pulled out, even for the small egg, are longer than 12 inches, so you will have to kind of piece together some of the cardstock, which is definitely can be done. Once it's a folded accordion style, you will never be able to see that it has been kind of pieced together. They gave me a big wad of sheer ribbon. I've got several circles here. I've got some pink and green that are 1.5 inches, and then this is a 2-inch punch. But you know, the thing is, these little circles are not even shown. You can't even see. This is strictly for stability when you're stacking the disc. So even if you hand cut these circles, they would, you know, it would definitely work. The 3 little candlesticks, and then they gave me 3 little Easter egg tags, which, you know, could be optional. I'll show you a little bit of the process making the smaller egg, and then I will show you all 3 eggs finished. Okay, I'm going to show you where I'm at with the small egg. All right, the directions tells me to glue one of my little coordinating circles to the top of the candlestick. So that's going to kind of be my base. All right, and now for the small egg, you are going to need 9 circles, and I'll have it all down below. Now I went ahead and just folded my strips of cardstock. Now what I'm going to do is glue this end to this end and form these discs, and then I'm going to glue a circle to the top and bottom on both sides of the disc. So I'm going to show you what that looks like when I get all 5 of my strips made into circles. Okay, I'm going to tell you that after you glue your ends, your strips together, you are making paper go in a direction it does not want to go. So this is something that's going to take 2 hands, and if I let go of this, it's just going to fling away. But this is where I'm going to glue my circle on the top and bottom. Okay, now that I got my little circles glued on both sides, it definitely is keeping my little disc in place. It's definitely a 2-handed process, and if I had my camera on my tripod, I could have filmed the whole thing, but it's simple enough where you get the idea. But just make sure that you keep it held in your hand until you get the second disc glued down, or it's going to fling away from you across the room. So, but it's definitely doable. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my last 4 strips, and then we'll be ready to stack them and make an egg. Okay, I have my 5 strips made into my disc, and I'm going to be honest with you, it was not easy to hold these and glue the circles on at the same time, just because the paper did not want to go into a circle. Now I do anticipate the medium and the large eggs being much easier, just because you've got more paper to work with and the circles you're making are bigger. So now what I got to do is just glue these discs, stack them up on this little stand and make them look as egg-like as possible. Now the directions does say to not put a circle on the top egg, because that's where you're going to hot glue your bow and maybe an Easter tag or something. So let me go ahead and get this one put together, and then I'll go ahead and make the other medium and large one, and I'll show you all 3 eggs. After a couple hours, I've got my Easter eggs on stands finished. I'm very pleased with it. I really do believe it looks very much like the craft kit, but I would be the first one to tell you that I don't think this is a beginner craft, only because of the holding issue. The holding and gluing situation is not an easy task. But I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of pan around and let you see what the back looks like. You know, I love it because they're different. You know, I see some of the same things all the time, and I'm just real pleased with these, and I'm gonna enjoy these in the coming month. And you know, this was just a thought that, you know, I work for a greeting card company, and we carry the same greeting cards for many years in a row. So there is a possibility that this craft kit could still be available at Hobby Lobby this year, since it was only from 2012. It's certainly worth a look if you're not interested in cutting your own strips. This is something that certainly could be adapted or modified in some way where you could make it. I hope you enjoyed it. Looking forward to displaying these this month. So thanks for watching, friends. Bye-bye.